You use transit quite often?
I use transit every day, twice a day. It's a big part of my life. It's a blessing, in fact.
Part of the reason I ride transit is for my personal safety.
The AdaBus created a lot of independence for my mom, and I'm sure many elderly people.
This bus connects everybody to everywhere.
Every ride relates somehow to local economic activity in our community, and so I think it has a significant impact on our overall economy.
When you don't have transportation, think of the roadblocks in everything you do. Everything you do.
When I lost my leg in 2011, I initially thought with a loss of limb like this, I would not be able to stay in a non-urban setting. But I was reassured with the transportation, the doctoring, and everything else that I will be able to survive quite well, in which I have.
You know, if we didn't have that service in place for our dialysis patients, for our people in this community, they would have to go live in Sabetha. The family members would actually have to go visit 25 miles away just to go see their family member. There's a lot of people that don't have the ability to have their families help them. In a small community, we get to all be family. To be comfortable with who's taking you and to trust them, that's very important.
That's what our program is actually all about, is to help people in need.
When I ride in the buses going places, the bus driver and I usually carry on a continuous conversation about their farm life. Bus drivers know everybody in town. I don't know anybody.
The drivers are wonderful. My life would be so depressing without it. I would be home moping at how am I going to get to Seneca? How am I going to go see Leroy? Then I would have to depend on my daughter so much, you know. She has a family too, so. I always used to think I wanted to live in a small country town where there were birds and trees and gravel roads. And I got my wish.
We are the lifeline for a lot of these individuals that can't get out of their home. From our drivers going door to door, helping them with their groceries, to taking them sometimes at 6:30 in the morning to dialysis. These clients would not get the services without Nemaha Public Transit.
Transportation, this is Dottie.
Working with the dispatchers, you can tell them what you need to do, where you have to go, or if they can take you to a certain place, they will tell you.
Durango, you got a copy?
They're very nice. And I think this is just great having this service.
We get a lot of thank yous in here from our riders for what we do, and they absolutely love our drivers. And I'm on the phone daily with either dialysis social worker or Tammy Walker Cancer Center social worker or the hospital and charge nurses and whoever is setting up hospital dismissals.
You know, we talk a lot about personal freedoms, and quite honestly, if you don't have transportation, you lose a lot of personal freedoms. The transit system provides an opportunity for thousands of people who wouldn't otherwise have that.
Salina is a hub in this area, but then services are not always available here. And so by offering regional routes, we broaden where people can go and what they can do, and they can still live here.
So public transportation here has been huge, and it's grown immensely. I just think it's important. It's important for every community.
There have been some communities that I've worked with that have not thought that they need additional public transit services. They were surprised by the number of riders that were using our regional service.
If another community is looking at wanting to add public transportation, it's about the quality, it's about matching it up with the needs, and it's about doing it the right way. We're a better community because of it.
All right, you guys have a good day.
We had 13 buses. We now have 35. We have 2 fixed routes. We have the shuttle over to Wamego. It's incredible.
10-4, let me know if he's there.
The number one reason that folks use those services, over 40% of them are going to work. It's a lifeline. It is a true, honest-to-God lifeline for many people.
Transit has really made a difference in helping people connect to the community. It makes elderly, disabled, low-income people able to function in the community as any citizen would.
Mother wanted her independence after my father passed, and she is adamant about not inconveniencing anyone. I knew she would get there on time, and I knew they would always pick her up.
They love our drivers because our drivers, they are the sweetest, kindest guys, and they care about the riders, and they know their routines, and they know their personalities, and that makes a huge difference.
How are you today?
Oh, who's driving today?
It's me today. I like talking to people. You know, I mean, he's got to make people feel more like friends and family.
I'm excited about the future. There's all sorts of things out there. I don't even know what they are yet. Let's find out together as a team. As a community, let's figure it out together.
I've never worked a job like this in my life. It's very rewarding to know you're helping people and making a difference.
The ridership far exceeded our expectations. And it started with services to the disabled, and it's broadened to services to everyone.
If we didn't have public transit in Nemaha County, there would be so many individuals that would be homebound.
But people in need of medical care, people trying to better their education.
That's what transit's all about, is making a difference one life at a time.
It's one program that I think is one of the best there is.